Wardrobe has Brian seen? I know he's seen the wardrobe for in the shuttles and all that, but has he seen the actors that we're using in those wardrobe pieces?
The shuttle?
Yeah.
No, they're not cast. Who? The actors, the shuttle commander.
You should get Richard Branson as one of the shuttle commander. Right to go. Hello? Fine, thanks. How are you? Great, thank you for taking the time to talk to me. First of all, I want to say I'm a huge fan of yours and everything you've done, and specifically involved in the commercial space travel, which is part of why I'm calling you. I don't know how much anyone's told you about what it is I'm doing, what it is we're doing with this film, or why I'm contacting you. The more I know of what you're doing, and the more I see space travel evolving, I see that I just thought, and the difficulty in the NASA process, I thought I should at least introduce the idea, particularly if you were in the neighborhood, I'd at least introduce the idea of what we're doing. This set will be actually inverted, and so will the interior. We also have the largest gimbal in the world for all the passengers in the jet that's underneath you, which will be rolling them and rocking them enormously. So they'll have to be stunned people, except for like Cade and other people. So that's that. They're beneath you, and then you're in the shuttle cockpit, which is on a gimbal actually, which we'll show you right away. Brilliant. This is it.
Wow.
And I was going to put you guys here, and maybe put you here, Sam, and there, and then I can shoot this way and that. And we'll be tearing you in half in one moment. We'll speed shooting. We've witnessed it before. And then there'll be different modes where we'll take it through disaster. And I can shake this thing pretty violently. I won't while you're in it, but I just want to make sure your backs were all right. We'll do it tomorrow in the morning. Okay. And if you think so, unless you want to... too much rehearsal is not a good thing for an actual event. So let's just do them. Yeah, and we're going to go through a few key lines, and then I may just have you say just a bunch of other in rotation, just so I have it. And, great. Okay, we'll have fun. See you later.
Yeah, lovely to
great. See you, and thanks so much for helping with the stunt.
Thank you so much.
All right. Chris, you're going to...
I walked them out.
Okay. I would say in terms of stunt people, you might want the pilots of the aircraft, of the 777, to be stunt people, because a lot of violent things are going to be happening, and members of the press should be stunt people, except for Lois.
I feel like I have this theme in my life in terms of water and stunts. It seems to be an ongoing theme in my career. It was a lot of physical work, which I enjoyed, actually. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Well, it's a big day for all the special effects crew, the entire art department and construction. Very big day. It's one of those wow moments. We have an enormous crane here, very, very powerful crane, and we're going to be lifting the 777 onto the giant gimbal that's been constructed here over about, I believe, 8 weeks. So when you think about how far we've come since we played around with the X-Jet on X-Men 2, this is the same principle. It's just everything is so much bigger.
So why don't you tell us, before we go up there, what are we doing right now?
We are blocking out sequences that will take place inside of the Boeing 777. And Lois Lane is sitting initially, I imagine, here, behind the guy from the Post, or in front of the guy from the Post. Maybe out here, in an aisle seat.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. It's up.
So when the boosters hit, and Bobby's here, we'll have her fly, kind of bouncing off that seat in front of Lois. There's a, gives you a good reason to stay with Lois for a second as she peels out of the shot.
And then she...
Yeah, and it's like, I think it's probably 2 cuts together there, because I think it's one continuous thing. It really depends on the wire rehearsals.
it should be like boom and then boom very quickly.
Yeah.
An object should knock her.
2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go!
She's here, and you could have her hunkered down, and and losing it right here. And you got all these windows, so it's like she could be looking out, right here, hanging on, and just doing the same.
But my problem with that is, for the landing, she couldn't be there.
No. We get her out.
Go.
I really want the audience to understand that they never really.
Right.
I want that they never really left the atmosphere.
Right.
That the actual zero gravity is caused by
the
free fall,
parabolic arc, right.
and then so that's why everything just goes wow to one side of the plane,
Right.
and then you're like, oh, it's not.
Right.
I mean, some people might think it went to space and they'll argue and moan about it, but the reality is that if you do a stall on a plane, everything and everything floats. Usually trauma.
Brian, we've in the hospital with the pads. We talked at one point about a chest piece, and we talked about not having a chest piece.
All right, this is a big deal.
What do we want to do with that?
I have never seen Brandon with a shirt on. By the time, I don't know what he's going to look like by the time we do this shot, but at this final scene, they're going to pull his suit down off him and expose his chest. I don't know what it is. I'm looking over to the costume department. Louise, where are you buried?
Yeah.
So we'll see where it's at. You can talk about it.
He has to, on his own with his trainer now, maintain what he has done, but he can't go any further, or he won't have a suit to do.
Okay, and